Well, good morning, Boxing Dayers. Good morning, day after Christmas, December 26th. I have a bunch of things to share with you, but I'm going to start off with the first thing to my side. First of all, I'd like to welcome everyone to Wanda's Workbasket for all things creative and crafty with a little bit of inspiration mixed in. And we've just come off of 24 days of opening almost every day the advent calendars for the year. This is my third year opening advent calendars, mostly diamond art diamond painting type of advent calendars and other crafty things. And this year I added tea and chocolate and hot chocolate and world crafts to it. And I have lots of things to share with you. Something I'm working on, making my own perpetual calendar out of diamond painting. I'm going to show you that beginning of that process here. I want to show you some calendars I'm thinking of because I'm planning for next year, especially for Wanda's Workbasket, and the things I'd like to expand or do or change, or events coming up, and even prizes that you can win. So stick around for those kind of things. Ask me anything you want to in the chat. While I'm yapping away here, I'll be talking with you in the chat. So Tammy and I can answer any of your questions. All the links will be in the description box below this video. And I'm so glad you're here. I'm just so glad you're here. Welcome to all those who find the holidays a difficult time of year, or are just bored or lonely or feeling crafty and want to make some new craft buddies. We're glad you're here. Glad you're here. So first, I want to draw attention to this. This is what I was doing this Advent for diamond painting. It's from Diamond Art Studio UK, Chart to Art. And every day you do a section. And then I want to show you what the Chart to Art looks like. They give you a box with 25 envelopes in it and a color symbol chart, but there's no colors on these little pieces of paper. Now, I don't have a pristine one because when I work on these, just like a counted cross stitch, I pencil in and shade the areas that I've done. So it helps me keep on track as to where the next color is and that kind of thing. I pick out like the brightest symbol or the one closest to the corner, and I do that one first and then shade all those in and then keep counting. Oh, I need this row, I need one more on top or one more below or whatever. So they each come with an envelope, and in the envelope is the chart for the day. And you really don't know what you're coming up with until the end. So this was fun. This was really fun. The canvas is a blank canvas. It has the graph on it, but that's it. No symbols, no nothing but the sticky stuff. Sticky stuff and the graph. And then within that graph, you find the right symbol for the right drill that goes in that place. So cool. This is the most adorable little Christmas one. And if you can see it, the top corners have holly in them. Then you have mistletoe and a snowflake. The two trees coming down, this one has a white owl and a raven, like a blackbird. This one has like a robin. This is a little mouse up on the top. You have candles in the tree here. You have a white dove. And over here, you got the top of the tree and antlers, and then you have a little red squirrel coming up the tree. Down here, on this one square was kind of a bummer, but you got the top of a little fox head. This one, you have a little stoat that's hanging on a tree here. You got most of the Christmas tree. You got the head of the deer in this one. And then this one was kind of bummer, except you had two little gray ears coming up. Then this one was day 21. This was the rest of the red fox. And you have a badger here, a gray, black, and white badger. Then under the tree, you had a couple little mushrooms. And here's a little hedgehog down here. And then you have a gray squirrel, a gray rabbit, gray and white rabbit in the bottom. It is so adorable. The creatures are just beautiful. I'm so glad I did that this year. And now I'll show you what I want to do for the perpetual calendar that I'm creating. So I have some things I want to change for the channel I want to talk to you about as well. I'm going to bring you down a little bit and show you what I'm doing here on my desk. my messy desk. I gotta say, if you're creative, you have a messy desk, right? Am I right? So what I'm doing here is from Temu. Y'all know Temu, right? I got these mugs, these pictures of mugs. This is the December one. These aren't the exact colors. They're just colors to guide you a little bit. And there's one for every month. And they're 20 by 20, round. Lots of white. So there's one for every month. And what I'd like to do is make them into a perpetual calendar. A friend of my site, Gemma and I and Zara from West Australia, we go together and do challenges twice during the year. And this is like the third or fourth year where we're going to be working together. And Gemma does, she does a lot with spare drills. Awesome with spare drills. So these kind of things, I'm looking for ways to use spare drills. I'm looking for ways to create beyond the page here, beyond the diamond painting, so to speak. It's November and this is December. And since it is still December, I'll work on this one today. It came with your typical, a little bit more than typical kit. It gives you the green boats, several of them. It gives you a pack of little plastic bags. It gives you several plates of the pink wax. It gives you lots of the pink pens with multiple different various tips. You've got the plastic tweezers in here. And I've got a good use for plastic and metal tweezers that you don't need anymore. And then it even gives you a tiny little container with 12 things in it. Now, some of this kind of stuff, like this little container here, I put in little gift packs. And when I mail out my monthly gifts, I put them in there, and you might find surprises like that in there. And then they give you all the drills like this. So while I'm kitting up for these, they're all together. They're not differentiated by month here. So while I'm kitting up, I can explain some things about what's going to be new on the website. Some of you may be familiar with Wanda's Workbasket on YouTube and Facebook. And welcome back if you are. This year, what I'd like to do is I have a lot of unfinished projects, not just diamond paintings, but other crafty projects around the house. And, you know, I've been accused of I should open a storefront because I have way too much crafty goodies about. Anybody else? Put a 1 in the chat if you've been accused of needing to have a store to get rid of the crafty stuff in your house, right? Anyway, one thing I've been thinking of is looking around and why. Why do I have all these things sitting around and right now I'm not using them? Well, mostly because I say, okay, this would be good for this type of project. This would be good for that type of project. I want to do this project. Let's collect some things to get together to do that project. And then, lo and behold, sometimes you get to do that project and you get halfway through it, or you want to start something else before you forget about it. And if you have ADHD, like me, ADD, you get distracted easily. Life intervenes. And sometimes you just can't keep on track. And you'll find on my site that we talk about mental health and ADHD and depression and things like that, and being a survivor, all kinds of things like that helps with mental health. So that's part of the inspiration part. Anyway, I'm digressing. You can hear my ADD. I'm jumping all over the place here. Oh, yes, unfinished projects. I have a lot of projects that I've either started or collected things for and sitting around waiting to do. And that's a lot of my disorganization, is unfinished things or decisions I haven't made or started and not finished. So what I'd like to do this year in 2025, I'm calling it my Get Her Done year. And I would like to encourage others on their Get Her Done years and have you all encourage me on my Get Her Done year. So if you want to join me over on my Facebook group and YouTube, that's what I'm going to focus on. Get her done. And each month I'm going to be, well, each week actually, I'm going to be coming on mostly live. And sometimes it'll be just whenever I feel like it. to have company as I finish one of my projects. Basically, WorkBasket is on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we sit live together and do our crafts and things like that. And that's when I have guest speakers. That's when I have just lots of fun things and update y'all on what's going on. It's like a whip and chat. I call it Tea and Talk Tuesdays, because we usually have tea, hot tea, iced tea, whatever, and whatever your favorite beverage is. Even adult beverages are allowed. And we have a lot of fun chatting on Tuesday nights. So that's every week. But in addition to that, I used to post a lot of pre-made videos, and that's fine. And I might still do that, but I need to get so much done that I would love company doing them. I'm going to pop one live at random times. And if you're around, great. My Get Her Done year, every month there'll be a different focus. And monthly, if you're doing the Get Her Done challenge for the whole year, what I'd like you to do is post a beginning photo and a finished photo, no matter how long it takes you, on the Facebook group. And every month I'm going to pick one of those participants, at random, to win a monthly prize. And sometimes it will be, I'll announce the prize ahead of time. Sometimes it'll be a surprise prize. For this one in January, since I'm working on planning, I also do happy planners. And this one is a undated 12-month calendar. It's got these cute puppies and kitties on the front. And it says, bring on the fun. Okay. See, it's a happy planner and undated. It comes with stickers that these are white because of the colored tabs, but the white stickers here say the months, so that you can make your tabs the months that you want them. And it comes with this belongs to thing, and each of these beautiful tabs have a beautiful picture on them. You have a full month that you can date, and each week, it's a weekly, each week you have a setup that is, it starts on a Monday, ends on a Sunday. I love to have my weekends together. I don't know about you. Each day has a little dot grid at the top, then it has a little checklist, and then it has a blank space at the bottom that you can use for your sticker collections, you can use for your to-do lists, you can use for your appointments, you can even do a drawing a day if you want to. But some of these are so, so cute. I want to show you some more of the tabs here. All ears. This one has a cute pet theme on it. Be the person your pet thinks you are. Wake up and be excited about life. That's what that one says. Animals are always so excited when they wake up, aren't they? Pets are the best coworkers. You're doing great. You gotta be kidding me right now. Meow. And that's the cover theme. Give the world good energy. Yeah, chase that ball of yarn, crafters. Start where you are. Okay. And then you have some pages in the back, and I'm sure I have some goodies I will include, planner goodies I can include with this. Usually it has a plastic thing around it, and I've cut most of it off. I use one, I round off the corners, and I use one as a divider tab. So you already have a clear divider tab in there. So this is January's prize. At the end of January, I'll be giving this out. So sign up for Facebook group now. The link is in the thing below, and I'll show you as I'm going on my planners for the year, and how I'll explain much more on my site how I use them, and that might be a pre-recorded one, but that's the first challenge of the year. The next challenge is from March 1 to April 20th. It's going to be an inspirational and religious. It's during Lent, so 6 weeks of Lent. Inspirational and religious diamond painting and crafty challenge. And anything with an inspirational saying, you don't have to be religious to join it. If you want to use one of your Jesus pictures or whatever, that's perfectly fine. If you want to, your own religious figure, like a Buddha or um, some of the symbols for the names of God, that's fine too. Inspirational. I have one from Crystal Canvas Art that I'm going to do that says something like "You are so kind," or it's got a really cool crystal saying on it. That's one of the ones I want to do for that. But anyway, we will have sponsors like we've done before, and a grand prize draw. We'll have weekly draws for smaller gifts. If you're in the UK, and Gemma will send you a small gift. If you're in Australia, then Zara will send you a small gift. If you're in the Americas, then I will send you a small gift if you win for that week. And there are some rules and things like that, but you can find out all about that on the Facebook site. In August, we do My Favorite Things, and that's also with Gemma and Zara. It's worldwide. It's relaxed, whatever your favorite thing is, whatever your favorite craft is, whatever your favorite, if skydiving is your favorite thing, do something that has an airplane or a sky or something in it. It could be a paint by number. It could be a crochet. It could be a diamond painting. It could be anything that has to do with your favorite thing. Or, if like you have an unfinished one that you've wanted to get back to, or you've done lots of challenges, but you want to get to this one favorite diamond painting that you haven't gotten to yet. It's in your stack. Now's the time. This is for your time. For your time. So that's what My Favorite. That's also sponsored as weekly and a monthly draw, and that's in August of 2025. Also, I'm going to be coming out with a monthly newsletter for Wanda's Workbasket. It's going to have tips and tricks and things like that. It's going to be about self-care, how ways we can take care of our body, our minds, our spirits, all during the year. And every month there'll be new tips. During the Tuesday night lives, I'm going to be interviewing different crafters, different Etsy sellers that do crafty things, different, like I have a 99 or 100. She's fabulous. I can't wait to interview her and put some of her fabulous life story for you guys to share. I have lots of people to interview, and I'd love to interview any of our members to get to know you better and your crafts, because each of you are special. Each of you have wonderful things and creative things that you've been doing, and I'd love to hear about it. So if you want to be interviewed, if you have a YouTube site, if you have an Etsy shop and you want to be interviewed, contact me at WANDA'S WORKBASKET at gmail.com and we can talk. I do have subscription memberships, and we will again have a monthly Zoom meeting for members only so that we can get to know each other face to face. And I want to hear your voice as we craft together and have a fun time. I'm also coming out with a young woman's inspirational newsletter called Dear CK. And that's just, I teach fifth graders ESL, homework room in the evenings. That's what I currently do, but I'm really an ordained pastor. That's where the inspirational comes from. But I'm also a teacher, and I like to teach these ESL kids. And my granddaughter is just went into 7th grade, and one of my students from last year, who isn't with me this year but still is in contact with me, I want the newsletter to be for them, like things that the kids talk about, just general wisdom. So for these girls, I want to do a fun wisdom e-zine so that they can have some fun and learn a few things, glean some wisdom. But I want it to be all kinds of fun. So I'm going to be starting that. Yes, I want to celebrate my members. I want to focus on you and mental health tips, self-care tips. We also do, on Tuesday nights, we do prayer requests. We want to celebrate what is common between us. We want to celebrate what makes us all human and caring for each other. There's a lot of things in the United States that divide us apart right now. I want to celebrate the things that bring us together. And one of the things is caring about all humanity, and we care about each other and check up on each other. So prayer requests, you can leave that in our chat on Tuesday nights, and know that I will be praying for you during the week. And more of my family are going to get involved. My daughter wants to get more involved. My granddaughter has been involved here and there. My mom, I'm going to bring her in and talk to her about her creative journey too. I would love to get Mr. Dabbs involved as well, but Santa has his priorities. Oh, and I have an Etsy shop, and some of the crafts that I'm finishing, like resin and things like that, I'm going to put up the stuff on my Etsy shop and give you discounts to that. And I'm making my own advent calendars this year to sell on my Etsy shop from crafty things that I have here that, you know, if it's a craft I'm not going to continue and I still have brand new in the package stuff that would be great to pass on to somebody else, I'm going to put them into a themed advent calendar because I have all these cute little squares and things like that that I can put them in from past advent calendars. And I'm going to be getting several advent calendars again for the coming year. So hopefully, those are my plans. I have a happy planner that I use to keep my Wanda's Workbasket stuff in. And I won't show you it all, but I make my own envelopes out of some of their extra packaging. I have a list of birthdays. I like to keep a birthday list for my members, those who give me, those who fill out the Google form. I keep their birthdays and announce them on there. So these are my information, my projects, things like that coming up. Then month by month, I keep a record of what's going on the site, like number of subscribers and the AdSense things, what my challenges are, what I'm doing, and other stuff that I want to keep track of. So I do that month by month. And then at the end, I have, in the middle here, I have a list of videos that I've already taken, that I've already done, but haven't edited and put up. That's on here. How do you keep track of your YouTube channel and your Etsy shop? I'd love to know. Then I have checklists in the back where I keep track of all the videos I have posted up and how many, like the date I put them up, what type of video it is, how many views, how many comments, how many likes, and those type of information from the analytics. So that way I keep track of what I've done already and what's working, what's not working. So that's one of my happy planners. This calendar I've made for myself. The cover's a little small for the one I've done inside, but I can show you. Like, I create my own calendars with washi tape on a grid, trying to find one that has a grid, a blank grid page. Let me just show you. It's just a blank gridded journal. And I draw a calendar on there because I like my calendars to start on Monday. I just do. And end with Sunday. At least in the church, everything goes to the end of the week and everything culminates on a Sunday. So everything I had to prepare for Sunday, it just made sense for my Sundays to be my last, and then have the weekend all together in one place. If I'm doing something for the whole weekend, it's all there. And then I put stickers. These are Happy Planner stickers, but I get stickers from everywhere. I have sticker collections I'd love to show you. Lots and lots of stuff to show you on that. And so, and that's, I keep this in my purse. It's 2 years and I can keep this in my purse and then make another one anytime I want to. So that's my main, I call it my brain, because if I ever lose it, I would lose my mind. I'll show you my other ones a little bit along. I want to start opening these and putting them in here. Other crafts that I love to do are knitting. I want to do crazy quilts. I've got some of that started. I used to sew wedding gowns and baptismal gowns from others' wedding gowns and antique stuff. So I've got a lot of that, and I have friends that do that kind of thing too now. So I used to do dressmaking. That was like my first life. It seemed like my first life. But way before I was a pastor, I did that. Let's see. I see up to 20, I believe, so far. 21, 22. That's all I'm going to number up to. And diamond painting has been a love since 2019. I found it the summer of 2019, right before COVID. That's when diamond painting started for me. And I fell in love with it. I've done counter cross stitch. I do card making and stamping. I do scrapbooking, junk journaling, beading, you name it. You name it. as you can tell, organization is one of the things I need to work on as well. So we'll do our best. And I do planners and stickers. Stickers have been a long, long, long time obsession with me since childhood. I found this roll of tape that had footprints and handprints on them. So what I did was, like, I put them on my notebooks, but I didn't want to use them all up. So what I did was I kept, since childhood, I'm 63, okay? But since childhood, I've had teeny little pieces left of these hands and feet tapes just because I didn't want to use them all. So that's how long my sticker collection goes back. I'm a journaler and like a family archivist type of thing. So genealogy and family stories are important to me. My daughter and I are filling out a notebook. It's a mother and daughter notebook where she fills out some, then I fill out some, then she fills out some, then I fill out some. And it's about the same questions, but from different points of view. And what I want to do for my family, I just got on Temu, I just got some cards that are like 150 cards for family on, childhood, midlife, older years. And you're supposed to share your stories about your life. And it's either used to interview people or you can sit around the table and videotape yourselves together as a family doing it and therefore preserve it for later generations. I think it's fabulous because my family worked on genealogy and some of the stories are written down. And do y'all have like passels of family photos? You don't know who's in them anymore because the people who originally took them are passed away, but they're important family pictures, but you don't know what to do with them because you don't know who they are anymore. And taking family histories and things like that. So some of those things are precious and preserved. And if you're asking, no, this Temu set does not have the DMC color code numbers on them. But you didn't expect that from Temu, did you? Oh, it's full of static. Other planners, notebooks I have some new ones here I want to show you that I'm going to use in special ways for this year. For self-care or for other special reasons, which I'll show you. Showed you the one for the work basket. I have a Commit 31, which I'll show you. It's like a tracker. It encourages you to get your set new routines and new things down in 30 days. They say it takes 30 days to form a new habit. So with this habit tracker, it's a monthly 30-day Commit 30 type challenge book. I art journal and do art therapy type stuff. So that has their own journals as well. I'm doing something new called Neurographica as part of a therapy type thing. And I have those. A household one with monthly, yearly, weekly chores, things I don't want to forget, Christmas lists, what I gave to people over the years. I have all that stuff. I have all my journals, my written journals, since I was second grade, since I started how to use crayons to write. Now, granted, my journals from second grade only say, I'm going to beat up my brother today, or I'm never eating Brussels sprouts again in my entire life. Things as stupid as that. But I have them all, I write my dreams in there. I write my questions to God in there. I write how I'm feeling, all kinds of things. And the scrapbooks that I made when I was growing up, way before scrapbooking was a craft item, I have all of those. And I used to use old business cards and write on the back of old business cards the captions for the photographs. And I put them underneath there. But they were in those old magnetic journals and they get moldy. So I had to take all of those pictures out and put them in. So I had stopped when my kids were little. My kids I have grandbabies now. So you know how old my kids are going to be. I need to get back to their baby albums and my grandkid baby albums. because now they're in 7th and 9th grade. I'm a little late on those. I have trips that I've taken, so I want to do those scrapbooks. And maybe you've taken trips that you want to commemorate in some way. And not just through diamond painting, but other crafty ways. So we can do that together. I am a trauma survivor, and thriver. So I have mental health journals and things like that. Let's see. I have a stack of diamond painting things that I've done, things that have yet to be done, things that I've sold, things that, I still have laying around to do. So I've got a couple notebooks of those I'll eventually show you. I have archives of lists, like books I've read, and I know part of it is like in the end you wonder, now why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Who cares? Who is going to care about all this stuff? Nobody else has to care. Nobody else has to care. I do it for me, and it helps me go over my memories so that there may be a time, as I've seen in some people's older lives, that they live on their memories, that they live in their own mental world and I want to be able to revisit my memories. I don't want to forget the good times and things like that. Online classes that I signed up for and I haven't taken yet, list of those. Creative ideas. If you are a creative person, which you are if you're on these sites, you have tons and tons of ideas, and I have them. That's what I kind of use my junk journals for recording some ideas I want to do, but I haven't got to yet. Lists of kudos, a kudos file. When somebody sends you a thank you note, or like, oh, I'm so glad you did this or that. When somebody makes me feel good with something they write me, I have a kudos file. I print it out and put it in a kudos file. And I have a friend that makes me homemade cards all the time, and she knows me so well. She'll put my favorite animals or something on it, and it's wonderful. It really is. I have all her cards and other people's cards that they send me. Little notes that my students write me. They mean the most to me. Of course, I have a passwords book. The sticker collections, the collections that I have outlined in list form. So those are what I call my archives or my references. Come on now. This is like, sometimes these little jars are a pain in the tuchus to turn the lids on. Do you have trouble with that too? Do you have trouble with turning the lids on and off? I know I can use something other than that, but this is what I had available at the moment. My other channel, Drawing Near, which is a mostly inspiration, spiritual practices and things, that I have a notebook like my work basket one for Drawing Near as well. Oh, with the mega rings. This is my weekly journal. Now these things that I'm showing you, the lids for Happy Planner have been already retired. These are Happy Planners month by month. And often okay, confession time. I don't always use every single page they give. I don't always use every single month. Sometimes I skip a month, sometimes I skip a week, sometimes I skip to a different notebook, whatever. But I like to keep the collections of covers and things together, so they're all on a theme. and I do write on some of them. So this is getting to the end of the year, so I'm keeping it together. Um, keeping it together. This is dashboard style, which has a lot of checklists, and I don't want to show you ones that I've done already. It has a box for each day of the week, each day of the week, and then an overall weekly thing. And this is one of the self-care ones that says nurture a relationship this week, gives you a tracker for 3 things, gives you some mental health checklists. I didn't use them so much, but I did use the keep it together stuff. Let's see, can I show you? But basically, I fill out what I'm going to do during the week, and I put stickers on them and do notes, and I have a clear plastic divider as to where I am. I have some trackers. These are some vision boards in here that I keep in here, and we'll go over how to do a vision board at some point. Self-care bingo. I have a habit tracker and a relationship tracker. Since I have ADD, I unintentionally forget things that I want to remember often. So I want to make sure that I cover my favorite relationships, and I number like 1 to 31 for the month, and I check off which days I've contacted them. Because now that my adult children are out of the house, life gets busy. I love them to death, but I don't always get to talk to them every single day or every single week. And my grandkids and cousins and things like that are in here. So anyway, I formed my own. Instead of just to-do pages, I have ta-da pages. These are my ta-da pages. What did you actually get done during the day? You can have, this is my biggest tip. Take this with you for the year. This is my biggest tip. Don't just have to-do pages. Have ta-da pages. Your to-do list never ends. You scratch off one thing and there are 5 more things you add to the other end of the list. Never ends. Ta-da pages is where you get to celebrate what you did do during the day. What did you accomplish? You get to the end of the day and think, what did I actually get done? This is it. This is my ta-da list. This is my tracker for several different things that are important to me. My 3 basic things that are as important to me. Did I take my meds AM or PM? Did I weigh myself? Did I have my at least 6 glasses of water? Did I do my morning pages, my journaling? Did I meditate or pray? Did I learn something? Did I create something? Did I connect heart to heart with somebody? Did I do my ta-da pages? Did I declutter, get rid of stuff? What is that? Oh, did I move my body? Did I listen to music? Is that what that one is? I don't know. It's a butterfly. But I want to feel this today, or I did feel this way. I'm grateful for what would make today magical. And then the stuff I did get done in detail, the self-care up here. Today's focus was the self-care item for today was, and reward. How am I rewarding myself at the end of the day or at the end of the week or whatever, however that goes. So I made my own pages. And then the Happy Planner has a whole bunch of different journaling things, and note to self, gratitude, how are you feeling today? Those type of pages. They're coloring pages, different doodles, that kind of thing. So I have them in the back. And in the very back, these were also 2024, but I didn't use these pages. What were they? Were they the extra checklists? Yeah, they were for extra checklists. I didn't use them, but I will renumber them and use them in a different year for a different way. That was this past year's. And this one I think is still on sale with Happy Planner. It's Time to Shine. I do have an affiliate link down below for the for Dreamer Design and for Happy Planner and for a couple other things that I do. This is Tinkerbell, a Tinkerbell one. So this is going to be my 2025 dashboard style. And I want to add some of the self-care monthly things. That's my relationship trackers in here. It gives you the calendar for the month, and then it gives you a long checklist page looking ahead, and I put stickers on it, of course. And then I've already started my January with stickers and what I'm going to be doing during the days. I dated each. It's a non-dated one, so I dated the pages within it and started inspiring myself for January in here. And I'm going to add the ta-da pages at the end. I have the whole year in here ahead of time. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Look how cute the Tinkerbell is. Cute. So that's my one I wanted to show you. Also, they have long calendar books. And I use this as my to-do list. Honestly, I don't care about the dividers in here. They have all kinds of kits with all kinds of fun plastic dividers, but this is my to-do list. I just use this as checklists. I don't even look at the days. I just use them as my checklist, my perpetual checklist of to-dos. I don't fall down. This is one I love. Kelly Ray Roberts. She is one of my favorite artists. Wild and Free 2025 planner. She's got inspiration. I love her stickers. I love her posters, all kinds of things. This is a journal. It comes with a gold band and a pen thing. This is the cover. It says Kelly Ray Roberts, Wild and Free 2025 planner. She comes out with one every year. And it's got inspirational things in here. Looking forward. And then this year you want to accomplish, blah, blah, blah. It gets perpetual calendars, dream big, whatever you can do, or dream to do, you can begin it. And then it goes, okay, after these initial pages, come on now. You get the month, and then you get a weekly. Priorities for the month, questions to answer, notes you can write on the page. Then it goes day to day. And in here, I plan on writing, I have what you call, oracle cards or spirit cards. And they're from other favorite designers and artists. And I have, it's just like a spiritual guidance type thing. You can do the same thing with Bible verses and write a Bible verse that speaks to you in each one of the daily things. So I'm going to use this for my oracle cards this year. And I'm getting a set of Christian oracle cards too, which that may be an oxymoron, but depending on what you believe. I believe that I'm spirit-led, and I'm not legalistic about things. So don't diss me on that. Don't diss me on that. We have differences of opinion. Off of Temu, I got a mental health journal. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this or not yet. And by the way, you don't use all of these things all at once. Okay, if you want to establish a healthy plan for the year, you start a little bit at a time and get in the habit of that one before you add something else. You don't try to do all of it all at the same time. That's ridiculous. So this is like a self-care chart. It's a pretty little book. And the pages basically ask you, self-love. What's one thing I love about myself, or a reason I'm proud of myself today? A gratitude. What's on my mind? My next steps will be rate today. What did I feel during the day? What did I do for self-care during those type of things? And that's basically just a checklist, a daily checklist. I'm not sure I'm going to use that right away, but it's so pretty and it gives me ideas. So that's why I got it. If I decide not to use it, it might end up in a monthly giveaway box. I don't know. I have gone to Daphne's Diary. Daphne with an E, not an I. I spell mine with an I. UK. And she is a paper crafter. And this is her calendar. She gives you stickers and vellum envelopes full of goodies in here, full of washi strips and stickers and all kinds of things. She even has a stencil, an alphabet stencil that you can use, and bookmarks that are in the front and the back envelopes. Okay, I put them all in the front just because I'll remember they're there. I won't use them till the end of the year if I leave them the other side. Okay, so 25, 26, and this is how to use it. This is my self-care journal for the year, basically. We have flip out pages. This is a year at a glance. Your information, contacts. This is January. Look how beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And you can write on these pages too if you'd like, or keep them for beautiful. This is a fold out of the whole month if you need that. A notes page to write on. Then you have every day you have a self-care checklist. And that's the vegetables, 4 vegetables a day, 4 waters a day. It has a little strip for dining. It has how many steps, and it has little smiley emojis down there that you can do. This is from the Netherlands, by the way. And I might have said it was from the UK before. And then there's the things to do checklist in the center and a dot grid on the back of that. So for every week, that's what the weeks look like. They're different themes, beautiful themes on each. So maybe you could write your oracle cards or whatever on here. You could write your scripture for the month on there, whatever you want to do. And there's note pages in the beginning and the end of each month with the gorgeous calendar page for each one. And you can add tabs to the calendars. There's even like color your own pages in there. You want to color your own. It's just an incredibly beautiful journal. I'm just giving you a taste of. So that is my self-care journal. That's why I'm not using the other one. Another, yes, I will continue this, I swear. Another one is from Keleva Plan, and I will link her item down below. This is my budget book for the year. And I also got the budget extension pack, which comes with an online order tracker. Now there I need, right? Okay, so I haven't filled any of this out yet, but what I love about these ring binders is that you can pop the pages in and out and move them around and change them and do your own thing with each of the pages. Super simple. This is an overall what you want to accomplish, what your goals are for the year, and where you can write in yearly track, like if you're doing a debt reduction thing, date due, date paid, amount paid, and you can keep track of how much you paid for each of the different bills that you want to do. There's several pages of those. Debt trackers in here, donations to charity, retirement savings. Those are your different ones. But each month, and this is an undated planner, so you have 12 of the inserts, and you have 12 different groupings of these single pages. This is a monthly budget, income, expenses, variable expenses, debt, and summary that you fill out during the month as you go through. If you want to know when your bills are due, you can put them on a calendar in the center, or you can track how much your savings, how much you spent that day. You keep track of what you spent, even especially if it's a no spend month, that kind of thing. Monthly expenses tracker. This week, you can do it weekly or monthly. and you fill out the date across the top. You have enough of those, and at the end, it's a 30-day savings challenge. Saving for what, how much, and then you fill in, and then you put the total saved at the bottom. So, and then it starts over again for the different months, and each month is a different inspirational saying on the yearly. So I wanted to try Keleva Plan's tracker for budget. So I guess you'll have to join me in days to come to see the rest of them, the Commit 30 and how I'm actually using those things. So January is going to be, like I said, is going to be my Get Her Done month, my Get Her Done challenge for the year. And I would love it if y'all would join in on that challenge if you are so inclined to start off the year. And I am finishing up a Josephine Wall diamond painting that I started 2 years ago, I think. So that's on my list to do. And once a month, I'm going to be working on this perpetual calendar. I have a bind it all thing that I think I'm going to eventually bind all of these together month by month. Oh, these static electricity drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. With all the crafty stuff coming up, I am not abandoning diamond painting. Please know, I am not abandoning diamond painting. I'm just adding my other crafts to it and adding more inspiration to it. So I encourage you to be a subscriber and or a member to Wanda's Workbasket. Subscribing is free. Membership is a monthly donation to keep Wanda's Workbasket on the air, to help me get some new things to show you, to mail. Basically, it goes to mailing. It goes to postage because I love sending out stuff. I love gifting things, and I've got a ton of stuff to gift and share right now. So if you want to be a beneficiary of any of the things I want to share this year, please, please, please fill out a Google form in the description box below. If you want to be one of the interviewees, people that I interview, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have an Etsy site, if you are a small business owner of a crafty related thing, diamond painting or crafty related, please email me at wandasworkbasket@gmail.com, and I will set you up for an interview date. I would love to interview you. Any of my subscribers, members, that kind of thing, I would also love to have you because I want to get to know you better, and I want everybody else to get to know you better because you all have some wonderful things to share. And I just think this is a good year to, celebrate what we do have in common. Even though we know we have differences, we need to celebrate the things we do have in common. And right now, that's crafting and being there for each other. And, in a way, if you're a small business person or YouTuber, it's a little bit of free advertising. I can guarantee you some interested people peeking around your site once in a while and might add up to a few more sales. I want to welcome you all to Wanda's Workbaskets. If you haven't been here before, I want to wish everyone wonderful, inspirational, beautiful, bright, brilliant holidays. Whether you are alone or with your loved ones, I wish all good things for you in 2025. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Let's finish some of those unfinished tasks. Let's work on our habits and our self-care. And know that we are a valuable member of the crafting society and valuable in each other's eyes too, because you're valuable in my eyes, and I appreciate you and all you do, and I want to learn from you as we inspire each other through our favorite crafts and what we can do. So look at all the white. Lots of white, but that's the background, right? So I'm not going to put all these white in all these little tubs. That would be nuts. Okay, it goes up to 25. 25. So these come with 25 different colors. I would also like to interview some designers and diamond paint sellers. And I'd love to know more about the process of making diamond paintings. That's how this started, because I really wanted to learn how diamond paintings are made. and, you know, the fun of all that kind of stuff. And I'm also interested in Pennsylvania German heritage and customs and things like that, because that's my part of my lineage. I'm interested in international crafts and things, because it's just, and customs and holiday whatever's. In the holidays when my kids were little, we used to pick the country and do some fun things that the customs in that country would be unique, that they would do, to introduce ourselves to other countries and cultures and things like that. I really find them fascinating. I talk about travels on here. Been to Ghana, been to Mexico and Canada, and all over the United States and the Mediterranean. So we'll talk about travel sometimes, famous places. I love archaeology and history and reading, tons of reading. So we'll talk about all kinds of fun things on here. Chances are we have something in common, and I would love to learn more about you and your creativity and what makes your day special, what makes you special. And I can't wait to get to know you better. So as we work on our diamond paintings together and our craftiness together, I look forward to more time with each. If you remember, if you were in the Philadelphia area in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, you remember a famous gal called your gal Sally Starr. You remember how she signed off everything. That's how I like to sign off too. She was just a fun character. She would do cartoons on a Saturday morning. Just adored her. She's just so bubbly and vivacious. So anyway, I like to sign off the same way that she did. I just want to let you know that you are unique. You are special. You are a wonderful person. I can't wait to get to know you better. I'm looking forward to meeting you and sharing the joy of life together, the joy of crafting and creativity. And let's inspire each other. Let's inspire each other. Love, luck, and lollipops. Mwah! See you soon.